Hello everybody, it's Jen again. I'm turning this car off because that is liquid gold right there. But I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry I haven't vlogged in a few weeks. It's been a little nuts. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little nuts. I'm actually sitting in a grocery store parking lot right now just because I wanted to get a little video out for y'all, and it's threatening to rain, so I don't know if I'll be able to vlog on the way home. It's Friday. Happy Friday, or happy whatever day it is when y'all are watching this. Yeah. I apologize for not vlogging. Like, I have been through it the last few weeks. Oh, I got a little place on my arm. I've been through it the last few weeks, and I'm still going through it, but I'm coming on that other side where things feel hopeful. Like, the destination I need to get to is still way over there past the horizon, but I believe it's a real place now. So, right, right. But anyway, I guess I'm in a real good mood. I'm off next week, so it's Friday. So that's why I thought I better stop by this little grocery store and pick me up a couple things so I don't got to go out anywhere this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Let me tell you some good things that have been taking up my time. I can't remember if I've told y'all stuff or not, so if I'm repeating, forgive me. I've been in that endless loop where I've like literally vlogged almost every day, and I just keep filming and deleting and filming and deleting, and that was the wind. Y'all hear that? But I keep filming and deleting, and so I think I've said things, but it's not things I've uploaded. But I decided to do a vegetable garden this year, so I'm a gardening novice pretty much. I have tried and killed a lot of flowers in the past. I used to grow herbs a little bit when I was like early college age. I got this whole thing. I was going to have this whole herb garden and everything. And, this year I just really wanted to get into it. And I'm actually physically able enough to really get out there and work. And I enjoy it. I've just been loving being outside, which is very weird because I am not an outside person. Look, I have like a weird, I don't know if y'all can see, I got a little bit of color. I like have a weird tan line here because I'm always in my work clothes when I go to the park every day at lunch to like walk. Um, I'm on a computer all day at work, and I've just been enjoying so much just being outside, shoveling gravel and dirt, as weird as that sounds. And this weekend, I'm hoping to get my tomatoes out that I started in the house, and I've been hardening them off. And yeah, we're just gonna have a year of learning. It is what it is. If I get a tomato or two, I'll be just tickled to death. If I put these out and I don't kill them, I'll be tickled to death. My dad's a real big gardener. He's like a big flower gardener. Beautiful flowers. He does flowers for places. He's a green thumb. I'm like a, brown, brittle. Like when the plant's dead and you can just pick it up and it's all like brown and it just disintegrates. That's what thumb I am. But I did okay with herbs. So far, the veggies are going okay, but I've just been enjoying that, and the time that I spend on the weekends sometimes doing video stuff, I've just been outside, which is just odd to say, but it's just been nice. And just the physical difference of just being able to go out and do all that stuff. And, I've taught my yard is not level. You have to be very agile to get around my yard. There's not a flat piece in it. And it's just weird just being able to climb stuff. And like I could climb stuff before, but it was a much more monumental effort, and I wasn't near as steady on my feet. So it's very bizarre. It's a good bizarre, but it's very bizarre. The biggest thing that's happened lately, I got my identity stolen, so that's wonderful. Scammers just make me so mad because they're just useless. Like, they're just a waste of air, honestly, point blank period. There is no justification to be a scammer. There's just not. But I want to talk about it a little bit in case it happens to y'all, because I never heard of this. So I was heading home one evening after work. I pulled in the driveway. I saw my phone said searching for service. So I just assumed, a lot of times that I'm in that weird in between where my phone's switching to the Wi-Fi at the house, and this didn't think nothing of it. And then I was laying in my bed about to go, to sleep about 9 o'clock at night or so. Yeah, I'm a party animal. I tell you, that's late for me to go to bed. And I got email alert, like on my backup email to my Yahoo email. Like I have a Gmail that backs up my Yahoo mail or whatever. And it said I had a login from UK, like the country, yeah, that's a group of countries, Jennifer. Oh, well, I'm brain fried, but y'all know, like across the pond, UK, right? And I'm like, okay. And it says, if this isn't you, click here. So I clicked there and I was able to sign them out. Well, didn't think much of it. I got a text from Straight Talk with some numbers to like verify my identity, but it wasn't from the numbers I usually get Straight Talk text from, because that's who my cell phone provider is. So I thought it was a spam. Oh, I just got a text. I looked up, better not be a spam text from my eye doctor. I know I need to make an appointment. That's on my list, okay? I've been through it the last few weeks. But I'm just stretched too thin. But what was that? Oh, and I got a text. I was like, oh, well, this is some spammer trying something on me. So I didn't think much of it. And then I go to work the next morning, and I guess I'm out of my Wi-Fi, at the house. So I'm having to use my data, and I couldn't send text. I couldn't call. I couldn't use any of my apps. No data. It said I had no service. And I thought, that's weird. Maybe there's something with the towers. So I asked a couple of my coworkers who were on the same towers, and theirs is working fine. So I was like, well, heck fire. So luckily I was at work, and my work's cool. So I used my work phone to call my cell phone company. Because if I was just somebody that just had a cell phone, I would just be SOL. Like, I don't know, how can you get in touch with your cell phone company if you don't have service? Explain it to me. And what if you don't have a computer? I mean, but I called the cell phone company and went around, finally explained to them, I had this weird login, and then I lost service, and they recognized that it apparently a scammer had somehow gotten my phone number, was able to get Straight Talk to cancel my account, port my number over to their stupid burner phone that they probably use scam money to do, and like basically cut my phone service off, put my phone number on their phone. And it's just really scary, because a lot of things that have two-factor authentication use your phone number. Okay, so, and I'm in the financial industry, and I see this, and I've always wondered how they do it. I did not want this lesson, but they can, essentially take over your bank accounts and stuff like that using your phone number, because they can get a, confirm this is you text, and where they have control of your phone, they can intercept all those texts and everything. So I had to go through, and the guy like verified my identity for 25 minutes, which I am down with. I wish they would have done that with the scammer. Asking me all these questions, all these numbers. The scammer had changed my security pin. Like all this kind of just shady, underhanded things that a useless waste of air would do. And like, I was able to get it restored, because he's like, well, what phone do you have? I'm showing you have an iPhone. I was like, I have never used an iPhone in my life. And my whole thing is, maybe it's just because part of my job, I work with fraud and stuff, detecting fraud and things. But my whole thing is, this just doesn't even make sense. I've been a customer of theirs for years. I've always lived in the same place. I've never had an iPhone. Like, there would be questions raised for me. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I was able to get my phone restored. They were able to reset my security pin, all this stuff. They had to tell me all the information they could have had access to, because it was hooked to there's a place on my arm, to my Straight Talk account. Fun. So that it's just scary. And I just want to share that, because if you lose service all of a sudden on your phone, get a hold of your phone company immediately and lead with, you think you might have been like there's a scammer got a hold of your phone number, something. So I have been in this Yahoo email that they had logged into, that I signed them out of. Y'all, I've had this email since like the dawn of Yahoo. Like, there's no numbers in the email channel. Like, I've had this personal email probably 20, 25 years, whenever Yahoo started, pretty much. And I have hundreds of things hooked to this email. So my task on my week off is I'm going to be switching everything over. Now, I've had time to do about 5 to 7 accounts a night after work. So, of course, we have prioritized. I got all my bank accounts, usernames, passwords reset. I need to go next week into the actual banks and be like, hey, I'm going to need y'all to put an extra alert on this thing. You know, give me all the code words, put a big old flashing note on the account when somebody pulls up the account. I'm not so worried so much about over-the-counter transactions as I am phone transactions. I've been obsessively checking my bank accounts about every hour. Thankfully, there's nothing that's happened, and I think part of that is because I caught where they tried to log into my Yahoo, because I think pretty much all my accounts were set up to verify through email. So, and not all of them were hooked to that email, but that ain't going to stop me from being like scary. And as I'm resetting my passwords on everything, like, I realize how easy it would be if you got a hold of somebody's phone number to like take over things. I don't think any of my social accounts were affected that I've seen, but yeah, if you see something, like if you get a weird text from your cell phone company, call them directly. Don't take any numbers on the text or anything. Call your cell phone company directly. If you lose service, call them directly. Like, and now I have to see, I don't know if I got jumped off of like auto pay. It's just scary. I wish they would have just stole like my debit card number or something. That's an easy fix. I don't know if it's because I work in the financial industry. I'd be like, hot card it, give me a new debit card. I'll update my card number on everything. That is an advantage of a debit card. Or even if they stole my account number, I'd be like, all right, let's close this sucker out and open us up a new one, you know. I froze all my credit bureaus. If you didn't know, if you're worried that you are a victim of a scammer, or somebody that may use your identity to take out a loan or something like that, you can go to the credit bureau websites, you know, TransUnion and Experian and Equifax, and you can actually place a freeze so that if they go to check your credit to open a loan, which, you know, if you open a loan, they'll have to, they can't check it. And that loan will not be booked. Now, it doesn't stop anything. If they had tried to book a loan before I was able to get that freeze on my credit, I don't see anything. I don't see that there were any hard inquiries on my credit. But yeah, I mean, I just have to keep a watch out on that. And like I said, I've been obsessively checking my bank accounts for the last hour, or every hour, I mean. So far, so good. I think it's because I kicked them out of my Yahoo account pretty quick and they went. So not only are they useless, they're just, you know, low effort, I guess. Which thankfully for me, y'all don't even want to hear me talk about scammers. Working in my industry, the things I've seen, that just like the lengths people will go to not work a job. That's all I'll say. Like, sitting here, people that work hard for their money and you're scamming them out of it because you won't work a job. I don't understand it. But that's a whole nother story, whole nother day, and there's no justification for it. There's just none. And I wanted to share that just in case. I'm going to get in this grocery store, though. I have a few things to get. And then I'll update y'all on some more stuff and just talk a little bit. And I know I don't look really workwear today. Casual Friday, okay? We can wear jeans on Friday. And I kind of took it further with this. Gosh, y'all, I went on that walk at lunch and I about froze. It's supposed to snow in the morning. I would like to lodge a complaint. It's Easter in a week. We do not need snow. I would like to lodge a complaint with management. I had this coat on. I actually have my ski coat, my ski top coat in the back seat here, just where it gets cold, because the park I walk at's near the water and it about freezes me to death. But let me get on in here because it's quit raining. I'm going to kind of make a run for it. And then I'll check back in with y'all, and hopefully I can vlog some more and it's not raining. I just wanted to share that, though. So we got a good thing. vegetable garden, enjoying being outside. That's just me with my like exercise and physical activity. I like to be doing something. I'm not like, I know some people love gyms and things like that. I got to be doing something. Like, I'm getting a good workout shoveling gravel and stuff, Um, that's been good, So vegetable garden, good. Scammer, bad. Oh, Lordy mercy. I can't even like think about it too much or I'll get overwhelmed. But let me get on in here. I've not been in this grocery store about 3 or 4 months. So I just have to mentally prepare myself for what these prices are going to look like. Lord. I will get to it and I'll be back with y'all in a bit. Well, so I'm out of the grocery store and so far it's not raining. But y'all can see it looks like scary movie type stuff. I love this little grocery store. It's still like, well, let me flip y'all around and I'll talk at you some more, but it doesn't look like a scary movie. It's like, dun, dun, dun. It's a lot more dramatic off camera, but it's how it's been all day. It'll rain, quit, rain, quit, rain, quit. I just hope it don't rain till after I get home. I will see. All right, there's my face again. Some stuff had gone up, but honestly, not as bad as I was expecting. Like, not as bad as it is. Yeah, I got me a little treat. Oh my gosh. Well, this Pepsi's like 2 weeks expired, but I don't care. This Diet Pepsi. It's got enough preservatives and junk in there. You could probably drink it a year afterwards, to be honest. I mean, it's terrible for you and everything, but every once in a while, I just want one. So, every once in a while, I just want a diet drink, right? Let's get out on the road. But I was surprised because the prices weren't too crazy. They have gone up on a few things, of course, but they still had really good deals. I bought a little more than I intended because they had some meat marked down. They had some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which this is the only place that I've ever been able to find those. And they had them marked, a couple of them marked down because it was close to date. What are you doing, buddy? They had them marked down to like $1.49 a pound. So I got a couple of packs of those. They had 3. I left 1. I got a beef shoulder boneless roast to throw in the crock pot probably tomorrow because it was marked down to $3 a pound. So I'll take that all day long. Bring it on, right? Oh Lord, and this is this red light I've not been to in a while. They were doing construction on it for the longest time. And they had one of the lanes closed going straight. And now they have both lanes opened up and people still act like the one lane merges over into the other one. I don't know. People can't read, I reckon. But anyway, what was that? Oh, I got a meat deal, so I got that. They had my peanut butter. It's the only place I've been able to find the peanut butter that I really like. It's the Crazy Richard's Crunchy. That's my eating peanut butter. I just really like to eat on it. They had some good stuff. They had some of their pasture-raised eggs marked down. And it was only really like 50 cents difference from the cheap eggs. So I got the pasture-raised. And yeah, I just got some deals. They had their K-Cups buy one, get one free. So I need to start going in there more often. I quit going in there for months because this red light here, and this is the longest red light in the county, I tell y'all what. It is so long. But they were working on it, and you want to talk about a gom. I mean, just a straight gom coming through here, and people drive like nuts around here because I don't work too far from here, but definitely will be picking up my supplemental groceries that I can't find at Yugo. there again, and not going to Walmart unless it's something like non-grocery I need. Because I tell you what, you know, they haven't gone up too much there at Angles. Their prices are reasonable and they have sales and everything. Walmart's outside their mind. I mean, Walmart in my area has always been the most expensive place by far. I know some places that's like the discount store. Where I live, that is like the insanely expensive store. And they have raised their prices something like astronomical. So, I mean, I got a big old buggy full of stuff here for like less than $100. So that same buggy would have been like $150 or more at Walmart probably. But I mean, some stuff you just have to go there for. I don't have any other choices. Let's see, I told y'all about my garden. Told y'all I got scammed. Or my identity stolen, which reminds me, when I get home, I need to check my bank accounts again. I ain't checked them in a couple hours. Because, I mean, hopefully most of my accounts and stuff have some type of 24-hour something or other. But, ooh, gas went down under $4 there. All right. Are we going? I mean, Lord have mercy. I don't know about y'all's area. My area there about a month or two ago, gas went up more than $3 a gallon. It was crazy. Like, somebody posted a picture of one of the gas stations around here, like less than a year ago, and it was $1.69 a gallon. And then it got up here. I think the highest I saw was $4.39. With groceries, everything. I think that's another thing. I've just been really super stressed about that. I'm very blessed in that I'm able to fill up my car. I'm able to get groceries, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't stretching the old budget. So, for sure. I mean, probably half my take-home pay right now is going to gas and groceries, which is just crazy. I mean, I work all the time. I don't make very much money. I live in a very poor area. Just look up Appalachia in the dictionary. But it's just crazy. And I was trying to think just why it was stressing me so much, which if you've grown up poor, it's always going to stress you, because you know what it's like to have to go without pretty much everything, and you don't ever want to go back there. I'm still really poor, but I'm like, I moved a little bit above dirt poor. And then I remember I graduated college in December 07, and the recession hit. And I remember, like, friends of mine, you know, losing their homes, and their parents losing their homes and losing their vehicles. And, you know, you have a college degree, and the most that jobs are offering is $5.50, because that's before they upped it to $7.25. Or whatever the crap they're trying to pass as some type of wage that someone should work for. I mean, Lord of mercy. To me, especially with how much it would cost in gas to even get you to work and everything, $7.25, you got to be outside your mind if you think somebody's going to get up out of bed and drive in to make that. But you can't even put gas money in your car, honey. You can't even put gas money in your car. I did work for $5.50 though, until they upped it to $7.25, and then I worked for $7.25 for a long time, because during that recession they got away with that. And just seeing all these things about these companies that are trying to lower wages and do all this stuff and everything, and you know, because they're saying people will have to have more gas money and people will have to have more grocery money so we can hire people in at lower wages. And oh my Lord, I did on my art channel, I did a series last year where I did a dystopian journal, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so dystopian, which it was kind of my way of, kind of my therapy of working out when I left my last job, which I need to do a video on that at some point, just talking about things like that, about job transitions, everything, because everybody that I see that talks about the Great Recession, or the Great Resignation, excuse me, they're all like, I left $100,000 a year job. Buddy, if I was making $100,000 a year, I would just do with that for 5 years and then I could retire. I can't imagine making that much money. Lord have mercy on me. I work too hard and I don't make a fraction of that. So, but just all that and everything. What's gas there? $3.92, honey. Yes, we in there to be excited about gas being almost $4 a gallon. But you know, people feeling the stretch and everything, and I think that's part of it. I just was feeling crud for quite a little bit. I ate some stuff that just did not agree with me, and you know, I don't have to take diabetic medication or anything anymore, but sometimes I can eat stuff and it will just set my whole body, like my body will have just this inflammation response to it and stuff. And that took me about a good 2 or 3 weeks. I was just worn out. And I just had to, and I'm still having to go to work and everything. It's not like I can't get up and go to work. Like, you know, my arm fall off. I got to duct tape that sucker back on and get on in, you know. I just work a regular old job. That took up a lot of my time. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that are just blocked out. I finally, I think, got through all my mail and sent through off all my doctor bills and things like that were pending. No, I still have a few letters. I think I got through all my bills. I have a few letters I still have to open though. We'll get to it. You know, when things start getting a little nuts, I pull back from social media. People in my life know this. Like, I'll just go like radio silent for a while because I have to really hone in and put my energy toward other things, and it's a big shift. And I don't know, I don't really want to go on and on and on. You better not start raining, okay, universe? I am vlogging, okay? I am trying to get a vlog up for my channel that ain't had a vlog on it in a few weeks, okay? I know flowers need watering. I know the ecosystem needs this water, but I'm vlogging, okay? I am vlogging. Oh, but anyway, just all kinds of stuff. I am looking forward to, I have this next week off. I'm very much looking forward to getting the house cleaned up. That's another thing I can always tell when things just, you know, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's a depression thing, an anxiety thing, a me thing, a whatever thing. But when you get a bunch of stuff thrown at you at once, things just, even things that are simple, just seem like insurmountable. I don't know how to describe it other than that. And things are finally like I said, I see the destination. I believe it's a real place, and I think I'll be able to get there. I'm looking forward to cleaning the house. That went by the wayside. You know, social media, cleaning the house. I got the have-tos done. But I want to pull everything out and vacuum and mop, and I mean, especially when you got critters, you got to do that pretty often, and it needs done. It needs done. It's driving me nuts. Just getting everything like reset, other than all my passwords and all my accounts in existence. I figure I'm going to do 5 tonight. I figure if I do like 5 every night, it's going to take me like 4 or 5 months at least to get everything reset. So I just have to prioritize which ones need to be reset first. It's been needing to be done. I almost think it's the universe's way. Universe, God, whoever you believe in. He was like, hey, I done told you need to get all this stuff in order. Your digital life is a mess. You got files everywhere. Oh, I'm so bad about that. I've been needing to get my files in, like my paper files, like, you know, my tax docs. Anytime I have a doctor bill or a doctor receipt or something, you know, I usually file it away, and I was pretty good about keeping everything in file folders and stuff. I just have a box I have chucked stuff in for the last like 1.5 years, 2 years, basically since the pandemic started. So that's exciting. But I'm going to pause y'all and run the windshield wiper a second. Like, it's not raining enough to have them on all the time, but it was just building up a little bit. But that's something I got to get together, and that's just, you know, I'm a stubborn person And, you know, God just really has to kick me in the butt and sometimes literally just pour gas on me and set me on fire to get me to do stuff. So I think that was the same with, like, my weight loss. It took, you know, being told, you know, you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, for me to do something about it. And even though I knew, and I've had all these, like, you know, nagging things in my brain, like, you need to get on this, you know, I know this ain't working, but you need to try this. Well, boom, we'll give you a big old illness. You'll do something about it now, won't you? Or you'll be miserable. You know, same with like leaving my last job. You know, in the middle of a dang pandemic, I was making, you know, more money than I had ever made in years. And even though, you know, there were all these things, and not just toward the end, but just over months, that kind of, like, I don't know, red flags or things that didn't sit well with me. And I just pushed them to the back. I'm like, Jen, you know, you got a job. It pays. You know, all these things are happening and you're not happy. But, you know, and then I just have to tell that story at some point, make a video. I have never experienced it in my life, but I just had this feeling come over me, and a few things happened that I was just like, I can't be here anymore. Like, I can't do it. And I left it, and it was weird, and I wasn't worried about it or nothing. We just, I don't know. Like I said, I gotta tell the story. It was such a weird time, which just about everybody else has left that department from what I've been told, but whole nother story, whole nother day. And I think it's the same with this. I've been needing to get things in order. I mean, I have over 50,000 unread emails in my inbox. At least 50,000. Maybe more. I have a whole box just shoved full of paperwork. Just where I just ain't had time to fool with it. And so God's like, well, buddy, you're going to make time. I don't care, you ain't got time. This needs to be done. So we're going to have some no-count, useless, waste of space scammer steal your phone number. I don't know. That's kind of how I think about it. Like, you're being taught a lesson and you're needing to do something. And like I said, I'm just stubborn. And I'll just ignore all those things in my head saying, well, you need to do this. You need to do that. And then it will come to a head and it's got to get done. That's kind of where I'm at. It's also a really good lesson for me. You know, I've been getting my health together the last 15 months or so. Like I said, I found out January 2021 I was high blood pressure and type 2 diabetic out of the blue because I don't eat sweets. I've always ate healthy. You know, what labels and the government tells us was healthy. Whole nother story. Whole nother day. And that's a whole video unto itself as well. And I had to do something about it. And you know what? Just because you're having to get your weight off and get your blood pressure down and get your cardio fitness, you know, figure out your sugars and stuff, life don't stop. Okay? Crap's still gonna roll downhill on you. When you least expect it, this whole ride turns on a dime. And it was funny because before all this stuff started happening, when I was vlogging again, I was like, man, I kind of got everything caught up now. I'm feeling good, you know. I even got time to work on, like, puzzles in the evenings and stuff. Lord, I need to do something. I ain't had time to do any of my relaxing activities, like making art or doing puzzles or nothing, in a hot minute. That's bad, too, because you get overwhelmed. And then you quit doing these things that help you, you know, with that stuff. And, well, my brain just went, I'm so brain fried, y'all. We were short at work. We're always short at work, I'm telling you. And we're such a small department. When one person's gone, that's like 25% of the department. The work don't slow down, but it's actually weird. I really like my job. The source of my stress, for once, is not my job. I mean, not like, my job is very mentally stressful. It's not labor intensive, but it's mentally challenging 500%. And we have to juggle so many things to get so many things done. Sometimes I have no idea how we do it, but I work with a great group, you know, and so far this company has just been like a dream to work for. It's very odd to not go in and like absolutely just dread going into my job every day. It's bizarre. So that for once is not a problem. That was such a weird serendipitous thing how this job worked out. But anyway, let me turn this car off. That's liquid gold. We ain't running that. We're not having a $10 vlog here. But it's just it's a lesson in that, and I'll make more videos talking about some of the things I've learned. I still have quite a little bit of weight to lose. I think about 40 pounds or so, but I've lost about 110 so far. And life don't stop. It's not like you see, like, you know, these YouTubers that are trying to sell you something or whatever, where you're always going to have time to make all these elaborate meals and do all this other stuff. Life's still going to hit you, and you got to stay the course, you know. And you got to learn how to pivot. You got to learn how to adapt, all this other stuff, and find things that really fit in your life. And sometimes you just got to have a diet soda. I know it's full of chemicals. I know. But sometimes I need some of this fizzy mop cleaner. No, it don't have mop cleaner. It's not what I'm saying, but or my taste buds have changed every once in a while. This one doesn't. I've gotten some from other stores. Maybe it's because this one's expired. That my taste buds have changed so much. Like it gives me like, I'm like, am I drinking Pine Sol? Not Diet A&W. Diet A&W is the best. That store does not have Diet A&W, or excuse me, A&W zero sugar. Are we like PC where we can't say diet? But I don't know. My father's looking at me like, Lord, she's talking in that car again. But, oh, I got to get to it, y'all. He's showing me this really cool planner he repaired for me. So, I got to get to it. This wasn't as coherent or talking about all the things because y'all know my brain just don't work like that. We just ramble. But I just want to check in. I'm alive. I hope everybody's doing okay. I know we have been stretched thin budget-wise, all of us, and just been crazy. So, I'm going to get to it, y'all, because he's coming over here, and I will see y'all later. Bye.